Hey, Saints, your girl Von Keys Weston. So I realized on part 4, I'm doing a series, Diary of this black woman, of this black woman. Please go back, like, share, comment, follow. If you ask me to follow you back, I will. I'm reposting part 4 because TikTok muted my sound on part 4 and it made me put this music overlay and it's hard to hear it in part 4. So I'm going to do a quick recap of part 4 before I go to part 25. So on part 4, I'm telling you about how the woman has now, Mary Jane, I done been calling her husband because I have told her, I'm like, you're not just gonna disrupt my life. For my life can be disrupted, everybody's life can be disrupted. I just came from Tina Knowles, Beyonce mom, has a tour called her Legacy Tour, and so honey, we all cute and dressed up today. Anyway, um, and so he calls me. So now he wants to get. I'm redoing part 4. So please go back and watch episodes 1 through 24. I'm gonna do 25 also. But anyway, part 4 I'm reposting because it's this crazy loud music that they made me put over top because for whatever reason they like I had some kind of violated trademark sound. And unless my voice is trademark and copyright, I don't know what they were talking about. However, in common, stay focused. So here's a recap of that. So anyway, in the video, I'm telling you how the girlfriend has the married Mary Jane is calling saying how ain't nothing going on. She just want to apologize, and they just friends. Well, if you ain't doing it, what you need to apologize for? I'm just saying. So at any rate, I'm done with it. I'm like, your number on my phone is 72 freaking times, okay? So the next day he goes to Verizon and he wants to get his line off the bill. Now we've been on the same line forever and a day. He wants to separate our numbers. Let's say our numbers 1234 and 1233. Our numbers are that close. 919 999 9991 919 999 9992. That's how long we have had those phones, over 23 years. Okay, the same phone number. So he wants to now get his phone number off my line onto his own separate line because he said, oh, I need it for my business. And da 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 da. You know what I told him? Pay the bill. You done called this chick 72 times. You didn't call me 7 times in a whole month. You've called 72 times? In 2 months, you didn't call me 7 times. Pay the bill. Because I've been paying the bill all this time. He calling this chick 72 times. Pay the bill. That's what I want you to do, pay the bill. Vaughn, take my number off and I'll pay the bill. I said, nope, I ain't doing it. Vaughn, I'm telling you now, I'm not playing. I said, let me explain something to you. I ain't afraid of you. I ain't afraid to die because I'm right with my maker, and I ain't afraid of you. And I ain't worried about you killing me because my daddy raised a boy. Because let me tell you something, you're going to have the best fight of your life on your hands if you come for me. What'd you say? I said, I'm cute with my daddy raised a boy, and I can fight like a bear. Now, you think you're going to threaten me? I'm not playing. What you going to do? What exactly do you plan to do? Honey, I'm a whole Amazon. If you can't tell, come for me if you want to. Don't come for me unless Jesus send you. Come on, he know it. I don't scare either. You can yell and holler all day, honey. I got a voice of 10 lions. So come on. All right, then. So he hollered, Vaughn, just step in there. I said, pay the bill. Whatever. So if you want me to get your number off, you pay the bill. And Verizon is high as Cooter Brown, right? So the bill is $200, $300, $400. Okay, all right then. And it's probably behind because you ain't helping me. Okay. Pay the bill. So he gonna pay the bill. So before he pays the bill, what I do, honey, because in all my education, honey, I'm good and smart. I called Verizon. I said, send me a hard copy of the last bills for the last 5 years, please. What'd you say? I said I need a hard copy in the mail, not by email. Mail it to me, and they did. Because if and when I decide to go to court, I'm gonna have all my ducks, chicken, billy goats, and pigeons in a row. Okay, all right then. So they send me the bill. So now he want to take his number. I don't freaking care because now I got all my evidence. I don't care. I do not care. I can trace it back for 18 months. He been communicating with her. Okay. All right then. So, he pays the bill. He hot. But I said, you can be hot as a chili pepper, baby. You need to pay the bill. So he pays the bill. So we go, and my son was playing basketball. And they had to dress out for a game. So they had decided they were going to wear khaki pants and a polo shirt. So he tells his dad, hey, I need khaki pants and a polo shirt. Now his dad played all sports and everything too. My son played basketball and football, so he was like going out for his basketball. And he was a starter on the team. And so he tells me, he says, Dad, I need khaki pants and a polo shirt. So me and my goddaughter come in, and his dad has come in. This is before he gets sick now. We still together. He comes in, and he hands my son his bag. So my son is about 14, 15. So he hadn't quite hit a growth spurt. So he about 5'6". His dad like 5'8". So he was a little bit shorter than his dad at the time. And now he's 6'2" and 21. Okay. Anyway, so he comes in, and his dad is a labor hoe. He is a labor hoe. Everything got to come from Macy's. It got to be, Calvin Klein. It got to be, top whatever, right? He always said, that costs a lot of money. That costs a lot of money. I don't care. Just get the boy what he want. So, or what he need. So anyway, when he comes in and he has a pair of black dress pants and a button-up shirt. So me and my daughter was sitting on the bed. I'm waiting for the child on. I was like, so my son opened the bag. He goes, I'm not wearing that. Now, my kids are not disrespectful, but I teach them to speak up for yourself. If it's something you don't like, if I buy you something you don't like, just tell me you don't like it. Because I can get my money back. I'm okay with it. I can get my money back. I promise you I can. Okay. So, but his dad on the other hand, he feel like if you done pay $85 for it, you going to like it. He had bought my sister, my daughter, our daughter a pair of sneakers. They were like pink and they had a little bit of green on them. And so when I came in, now I'm a Delta. But it ain't that serious for me. Okay, I ain't got no problems with no color, right? And so when I got home, my daughter says, "Mom, Dad bought me these shoes, but I don't really like them." I said, "Why don't you tell him?" Because I ain't want him to fuss. Well, she had told him what pair of shoes she wanted, but he went and got her something else and said, "Oh, these top of the line." So he goes back and says, she tells him, "Dad, can we go back to the store and pick out another pair of shoes? Because I don't really like these. You just saying that because your mama here because they pink and got the green on it." I said, "What, sir? I ain't got none of that. Pink is actually one of her favorite colors. What are you talking about?" Oh, he gonna blame me. He yelling and screaming. And so then she's standing there, she crying. "Yeah, you just want to do it because your mama." She was like, he in her face. And I said, "Come on over here. Come on over here." And he said, "Don't make those." And then he started fussing at me. Narcissistic. Starts fussing at me. And I said, "Don't worry, it ain't gonna be like this." I said, "Because I promise you, we ain't gonna be in this mess." He's like, "Gone, be gone, demon." I said, "Says the devil." He says in front of our little girl child. She crying. Whatever. So, at any rate, back to my son, he's telling my son to put these clothes on. My son said, "I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing that." And he get all up in his face. "Look, I played basketball, and this is what you're supposed to wear. You're supposed to dress out." He said, "I'm not wearing it." He said, "I'm going to play ball. I ain't going to preach." So his dad is mad now, right? Because he feel like my son is ungrateful because he done spent all this money on these slacks and his button-up shirt and a tie. When he told him all he needed was khaki pants and a polo shirt. He get all up in his face, and I'm trying to be the meathead, and I'm like, "So look, didn't y'all talk? Fine." So Nate fussing at me. He get mad. "You buy something. You go get it. And slams out the door and walk out the house hot and mad. Okay, fine. He walk out the house hot and mad. I don't care. So he said, "You go get us." I said, "Come on, son. We're going to Ross." So we go in the room, and so we go in the room. My daughter was here. He said, "Is this your phone?" It was an iPhone. I ain't got no nothing. And so he says, "Is this your phone?" I said, "No." And we look at it. He said, "That's Dad's phone." He said, "I know the code." Bloop, bloop, bloop. Open it up. We open it up. We go to the messages. He got us saved as something like Sophia, the lawyer or something, right? Open it up. It's her. Honey, I screenshot every message in there, everything. "Hey, babe, da, da, da." Send it to her husband. "Don't play with me, honey. Don't try it." So then he comes back in the house. My son said, "He gonna know us." I said, "Don't even worry about it. We good." Honey took all the evidence, saved it all. I said, "Because you got the right one today, sir." Okay, all right then. So he flew hot because my son didn't want to wear the preacher uniform. He wanted to just wear what he was supposed to wear. I went to Ross, got him some khaki pants, and got him a button-up shirt. Let me tell you something. Narcissistic people can be the absolute worst. Do you understand? The worst. But baby, he met his match with me, and I mailed every message that I had, sent it to the woman's husband. Because son, what you're not going to do is tell my life that you're going to keep on living like it's right. That's not what we're doing. Okay, so now go back and watch parts. This is the replay of part 4. Everything else up to 24, and I'm gonna do 25 today because we done had a whole blowout today on part 25. All right, make sure you like, share, comment, follow. Ask me to follow you, I'll follow you back. Let's go and get my followers back because somebody hacked my page. All right, girl, it's your girl Von Keys West, and I'm out.